Welcome back to the Demon Prince tutorial. For the next step, I'm gonna use Dheneb Stone diluted with water, and I'm going to start base coating all the bone areas of the model that I can find. Next step, I'm gonna use Demon at High to base coat just the tongue of the monster. Very simple step. Next, I'm gonna use Ushabti Bone to base coat the eye and the other eye that it has in the boots. Next comes the washes, which is the fun part for me, and I'm gonna use Devlan mud on most of the miniature, leaving of course the skin as it is because it's already finished. I'm gonna use the Devlan mud on the bone, on the gold, and on the metal, rusted metal. Don't forget the bags that the model is carrying on his left hip. Next, I'm gonna use the Baal Red wash and apply it on the blood parts, and also the loincloth and other cloth areas. Also, I used it on the eyes, the eye on the boot and on his face to give it a bit of a bloodshot eye or something like that. Now I'm gonna use Carroburg Green and try to paint in the eye, which is gonna be in 3 steps, I think. You're gonna go in close with a fine brush and try to make a circle, a really tiny circle, not that tiny. You're gonna do two other circles inside of it. Sorry about this blank space, but I was having trouble with it. Next, I'm gonna use the Moot Green. I'm gonna paint an even smaller dot inside the already painted dot. And last step, I'm gonna use Abaddon Black and just put a tiny little dot inside of the second to make it look like an eye. And these steps are going to be used on the eye that is on the boot, but it's a lot easier there. Next, I'm using the Mephiston Red to base coat the other eye, and I'm going to highlight it with Squig Orange. Next, I'm gonna use Leadbelcher paint and dry brush it with my medium dry brush all over the rusted metal areas. Just dry brush it. Try to leave a lot of the brown color showing anyway. Go over the edges and some parts like this. Next, I'm gonna use Iron Breaker, and I'll repeat almost the same step, but try to splatter some areas with the paint at the same time, dry brushing the edges here and there. Try to have very little paint on the brush to not overdo it. Next, I'm gonna use the final touch for the rusted bits with the Squig orange, and I'm gonna repeat the last step, almost the same thing, dry brushing and splattering some paint here and there to give it a bit of an oxidated, uneven look. Then I'm gonna use the Ushabti Bone, and I'm gonna start dry brushing all over the bone areas of the miniature that we've already painted. Once it's done, I'm gonna use the white scar to highlight the very edges of the bones. The very highest parts and the sharpest edges. It's gonna go with just a dry brush. Now that that's done, I'm gonna start highlighting the backs here with the Mournfang Brown, and just a little simple step. Just paint over the parts that you think that will be hit by the most light. Next up, I'm gonna use the Khorne Red with the glaze medium just to give it transparency, not to be doing any sort of wet blending in here, and paint over the highest areas of the cloth around the miniature. Alright, stay tuned for part 3, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.